So this one is one that gets me every single time. This song means a lot to Angelina. She wrote it as a tribute to her grandfather who passed away. And you could tell that she really felt the loss of her grandfather, who she must have loved very much. Not surprising, I think Angelina loves everybody in her family and everybody around her and her fans and people she doesn't even know. We better get busy with this song.
And I myself am always here for you guys. So.
Heart feeling.
Just real quick before I get started, this is my raw footage. So see this picture here? That really wouldn't be in the finished product, okay? And I'm not sure what else is in here that I might want to change, but you're seeing my raw footage from the... See, what I do a lot of times, I try not to edit anything anyway. I like raw. So if it's got a couple of blurbs in there, or shaky camera or whatever, well, that's what it's got. You can't really cut that stuff out anyway, otherwise you're missing part of the song. And you can still hear the song fine, and that's the important part. And, I mean, I like to see Angelina too, but, hearing her voice, hearing her message, hearing her song is, to me, the most important element if we have to single out certain pieces. So, if there are any blurbs in here, my apologies ahead of time. I have not watched it. I don't think I've watched it. Maybe not in its entirety since I filmed it at the concert. So I'm not sure what we're going to get. So anyway, just want to say that. Felt I should give you a little warning.
And I myself.
Oh, last but not least, let's get my picture a little smaller. I do not want to be center stage.
And I myself am always here for you guys. So.
Heart feeling.
When I was a child, I walked the streets, they see me growing up. No, you're all I need. I see me myself through all these as eyes in my tears. I think what it's given me is smiles and the memories, but now it's not here to hold me. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone. I'll never regret what I do. We're a million miles apart. This pull in my heart, like an empty bubble to be thrown. I can make it stop, but I know I'm hurt. I know that I'll never love. I know I'll never love. I know that I'll never love, never love, never love. No. Said I'm watching you from the moon. I'm everywhere, see everything you do. I can't see you, but I know you hear me. I can my tears. I think what it's given me, the smiles and the memories, but now it's not here to hold me. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone.
crybaby. Hey, grown up crybaby guy. I think I want to blow this up. Let's see what that looks like. That's probably not too bad. Maybe I go a little bit bigger. Let's try that.
And I myself am always here for you guys. So.
Heart healer.
When I was a child, I walked the streets, they see me growing up. No, you're more I need. I see me myself through all these as eyes in my tears. I think what it's given me is smiles and the memories, but now it's not here to hold me. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone. I'll never regret what I do. We're a million miles apart. This pull in my heart, like an empty bubble to be thrown. I can make it stop, but I know I'm
I can't see too much. I sound like a squeaky toy when I'm crying. Oh boy. You know, we know this song means a lot to Angelina. We can hear it in her voice, see it in her face, see it in her hand motions, her gestures, even that look right there. Yep. Hey, cry baby, cry, cry baby here, on sale. Buy one get one free. Oh man, I'll tell you. You know what I was thinking? This is morbid. I think I want her to. I think I'll have them play this song at my funeral, whatever that is. Such a beautiful song. Nice tribute. And there might be a person or two that might want to keep my memory around. Who knows? And it's just a beautiful song. It belongs probably at every funeral, I would say. My opinion. I got nothing. I'm spent. Hey. I swear to you, no other singer ever has had this kind of effect on me like this. I mean, it's one thing to get emotional at a song. I like to use the example of the Super Bowl when they do the national anthem. You already have this. It's a big event. You're excited. Then you get the national pride thing when they're going to do the national anthem. You know, the hair stands up on the back of your neck. You're already teed up to be emotional. If the singer's even halfway good, they're probably going to get that kind of response from you, at least to some degree. If they're really good, like Whitney Houston, yeah, you'll be in full-fledged tears. But part of that's the event. It isn't necessarily that the song, you know, because that's already got an emotional attachment to it being the national anthem. You get patriotic feelings, I guess. And you might remember those if you have any people that were ever in the military or are in the military. You might have feelings about that too, about them being away from home and maybe sometimes not with us anymore because of certain things. But oh boy. So anyway, that's that, right? Then you come to just songs, not at events like that, and perhaps like Angelina at a concert. And she just can touch my heart and my soul with every single song, every single time, every single circumstance, whether it's Portsmouth, New Hampshire, or Las Vegas, or walking through a parking garage, or playing the piano out in that park, or in the car with her mother, her sister, and her grandmother. It doesn't matter. She just has this ability to connect to my heart and my soul. And I think lately I just came up with this thought over this past weekend that has to, in order for there to be a connection, that has to be a two-way street. I don't think that's a one-way thing. There has to be the sender, which in this case would be Angelina, and the receiver, which would be me or you or anybody else that is a fan of Angelina's. And then once that connection is made, that's I'm going to call it permanent, if not permanent, semi-permanent. That we're connected. Whenever we hear her voice, we know the voice, we feel the voice. And as I said earlier, we're teed up already. That's a golf thing, I think, where you put the golf ball on the tee and you're ready to swing the golf club. So it means you're ready to go. So once we hear Angelina start to sing, we're already primed up for being emotional. That's okay. I didn't used to think it was okay, and I still don't know if men should be crying, even though every time I say it, I get all kinds of people say, "Yeah, it's okay, Megan." No, I just wasn't raised that way. That's all. I, but since I'm a crybaby on the web, the World Wide Web, maybe I should change my tone a little bit, right? No, I still don't know if it's right, but it is what it is. And with Angelina, it's just a connection that she has with her audience, her fans, me, you, you know, and it's something special, man. It's unique, that's for sure. Oh well, as you know, I could ramble on from here until eternity, so might as well shut me down. Let me close this out. Let me get it on a better picture than that. I don't like that picture.
And I myself am always here for you guys. So.
Yes, you are, Angelina. You are indeed. Oh, boy.
And I myself am always here for you guys. So.
Okay, so I told you this was, oh my goodness. Quit touching the, get your hand off the mouse, okay?
And I myself am always here for you guys. So.
Let's stop there. Don't touch the mouse anymore. Okay, so I told you this was my raw footage. Obviously, that opening scene with these got that monitor, the back of that monitor, they're eating up half the screen. Yeah, that's got to go. This where it's wiggling around. I'll probably try to get it centrally located, and also the you know, that one part in there, for whatever reason the bass seemed very loud. Part of it's because I think I was sitting next to some speakers and stuff. I'm not sure. There was a bunch of stuff on the edge of the stage. One of them was the monitor. I don't know what the other ones were. They may have had something to do with sound or not, but whatever the case, maybe they had the speakers pointed towards the center or something, and I happened to be right at the vortex. I don't know. I was right dead center, so as you can tell by the mic stand, it's right dead center of Angelina all the time. So, yeah, you know, so I can try to tone down that bass a little bit with the equalizer in my editor program. So, and I probably will do that because I think it's a little bit too strong. And then, you know, depending on where people shoot the video from, it could be less than that too. So it's not always, you know, some people say, well, the bass was too much bass. Yeah, well, where was your camera? Well, it was right next to the bass, the speaker for the bass stuff. Yeah, that might explain it. Okay, and I think that's what happened in my case. So I'm not positive. I'm not blaming anybody. You know, I got to be honest with you. When I was there listening to Angelina, I don't know if I heard the bass because I wasn't listening for the bass. I was listening for Angelina. So, and it was loud. I'm listening to it now. I was like, oh wow, man, that's pretty loud. But you could still hear Angelina's voice. So that was the important part. Okay, guys, that is that. Now, and what will I do with this? Oh my goodness, please stop. Oh my God.
And I myself am always here for you guys. So.
Heart feeling.
Okay. No touchy. I surrender. Alright, guys. Have a good day, good night, good morning, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll see you in the next video. And this song is a special one. It's her song, written for her grandfather, who's no longer with us. Somebody who she misses. Wish was still here. And yet, the message is that they're always still with us. And I like the message. That's why I think I'll have it sung at my funeral, because I want people to know that, you know, how you stay connected with those that are still here amongst the living, and you're not amongst the living anymore, is the stories that people tell. You know, the memories. When people think about you, hey, remember Steve? You know, he used to do this and that, and, you know, the other thing. You know, that's what makes you immortal in a lot of ways. Now, if you weren't the kind of person that everybody says, you know, a week after you passed away, and somebody says something, hey, remember that Steve guy? And if somebody says, who? Steve who? If you're that kind of person, well, I don't know what to say. You know, there's got to be somebody out there that remembers some things you did or said, or some event or something. There's got to be somebody out there like that. So, and if there's not, you know what, if you're still around and you're still able to do things, change it, man. Go out and make a difference. How do you do that? I don't know what would work for you, but I had this thought. Okay, yeah, this video is going to get long now. Sorry about that. remember, you can shut it off and go to other people's videos. I'm just going to ramble for a minute because I've I've had the intention of starting another YouTube channel, and there's a couple different things I wanted to do. I've been waffling back and forth on them. One idea that I had is I think it's a shame if somebody gets old or infirm and they're alone, and when it comes time for them to pass away, they're alone. That is not right. That is not right unless they want to be alone. Okay, and sometimes you know how people are. They'll say they want to be alone, but they really don't. But you know you can't pester people either. You know, so I thought, you know, here's something, and maybe some people would like to do it. Maybe some people wouldn't. I think I might like to do it actually for myself. Is I'd like to have a like a library or a I don't know what you want to call it, storage kind of a site where people who are getting close to that time can be visited by a volunteer or a person who wants to do this for whatever reason. A family member it could be a friend, it could just be a random stranger. Really, doesn't make a difference who it is. Who would go and talk to the person who's nearing their end, and give them an opportunity to tell their life story in their own words, whatever they want to tell. If they can't remember anything, well then just chat with them for a little while and take notes. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything. If it's not a forced thing, it has to be voluntary. It has to be they have to be willing. And when you go, if you were the person going to listen to their story and write it down, you got to try to be meticulous, try to be accurate. Ask if you can video record it would even be better. Get a video of the thing in their own words would be best. If you could do that, but some people might not want it. And however you can, just capture the essence of the person as best you can. Help them by just asking some questions relative to whatever they're talking about. And if they know the answer, they do. They don't. If they can't explain it or they don't remember, that's going to be part of the journey, I believe. Often, I can't remember anymore. My memory's gotten so terrible. I told you the pickleball story. After every play, it seems like a volley, we all have to meet and then discuss who's serving, who was just serving, what's the score, 2-3, who's got 2, who's got 3, okay, who's serving next. We have like a Congress meeting to decide what just happened and what's going to happen next, because none of us can remember that long. It seems like it's not just me, it's pretty much everybody that's there that's above 60, I would say. Maybe the younger ones are okay, but they help us out as old guys. So yeah, so your memory, they say I know when my mom had Alzheimer's, she could remember stuff from long ago a lot better than the stuff that happened right that same day. I think that's a common, a lot of people have that mysterious thing go on. They remember the stuff from the past like it was yesterday, and the stuff that happened yesterday they can't remember at all, at certain points. And of course that disease is progressive and terrible, because it's eventually takes away everything from you. Mentally, and then after that you just kind of give up the will to live, I think, over as it goes on. So, because I was with my mother the whole time, man, saw the whole thing, awful, terrible, bad. There's probably worse ways to go, but I don't know. So, where was I going with that story? Angelina sings this beautiful song, this tribute to her grandfather. She misses him. Every verse in that song, every word in that song has a meaning. And all of it is, yeah, there's loss and there's feeling about the loss. They're not here anymore. She says it right in the lyrics. But they're still here with us in spirit. So if you can remember somebody, if you can talk about them after they're gone once in a while, you don't have to do it all the time, but bring it up on occasion. If you're with a group of people, even before you go there, you can say, I'm going to bring up, Uncle Petey, or Aunt Louise, who recently passed away. I remember this story that, she told us a story about something else when she was younger, and just plan ahead and just bring it up, and see what happens and see what people say, it's a conversation starter, right? and then you can share those memories and then keep that person alive a little bit longer in your heart, your soul, and your mind. And to me, that's a type of immortality. So why did I say this about this site? I just think it's so sad. There's a lot of older people like in nursing homes and stuff that don't have a lot of relatives or no relatives nearby. And the relatives that are far away, they're planning on coming to the funeral, but they might not come early enough to spend much time with a person, but they'll be there to pay their respects. But it's like, it's kind of respectful to go talk to them a little bit too. Just see what they think about everything, right? Tell stories. Tell about whatever they can remember if they got any memories, at that point. So I just thought it'd be nice to. I don't know how to set it. I really haven't figured out yet how to set it up, but my original thought was to just ask for volunteers. Somebody, it's got to be the right person. Somebody that's kind-hearted, somebody that's patient, somebody that has the right intentions. To try to chronicle somebody's life, and then keep it somewhere in an archive so that people can access it if they want to. Family members, friends. I don't know how to go about setting that up either. Because you don't want to. I don't know. I think somebody telling their personal story is not anything that people shouldn't have access to. But if the person that's passing away doesn't want people to see it, well, that nobody has to see it. But the point of it is that you're leaving a record that you were here in your own words. I was here. This is my life, and now I'm checking out. See you later. Okay. Thanks for listening. And if you have specific relatives you want to leave it to, you can bring up their name, anything you know about them, where their whereabouts, or how to contact them. And you can put all that in there probably. And then if it got to be a popular thing, then you'd have to probably have a staff that would contact relatives. Try to get a hold of them, and maybe sometimes it would be easy, sometimes it wouldn't be so easy. That kind of thing. So I just think it's would be important to keep that information around somewhere, like the. They got the archives at Washington D.C. and the Library of Congress and all this, and where they keep all this stuff. And I think it would be nice to keep all that stuff about the people that have lived and are checking out soon, and just keep an archive of what they thoughts were, what they experienced, what they saw, what they did. Their best moments and their worst moments if they want to share them. So anyway, that was just a thought. I don't know what you guys would think about something like that. I've been thinking about that for a long time, but I just haven't. There's a lot to consider, and of course you got, privacy issues and all that kind of stuff too. So even having an elderly person sign a waiver would be kind of probably tough because you don't know if they're capable of understanding what they're signing. So there'd be all these kind of things hurdles you have to overcome. But I just, I really think it's a shame that people get old. They don't have any relatives, no friends. They're all gone, and they're laying in a nursing home waiting to die, and maybe they're hoping it'll be soon, right? So they can get it over with, right? I don't know. Maybe. I could see that happening. I think my stepdad kind of did that in a way. He was, there was no coming back from what he had, congestive heart failure, and he was getting worse and worse, and he knew it. And he was getting weaker, and he knew the end was near. And I think he was pretty much ready. He was ready to go. Hate to say it. I was trying to. A couple of days before he passed, I was saying, "Come on, let's get out of here. Let's go somewhere. Let's go do something. I'm gonna bust you out of this joint. I'll put you in a wheelchair. I'll load you up in my car. And we'll go somewhere and do something. Let's go get an ice cream cone or something. And no, I don't want to do that. I said, "Well, you want to just lay here?" "Yeah, that's. I'm afraid this is where I'm going to be spending the rest of my life is right here." And I said, "Well, I said, Fran, I'm trying to bust you out of here so you can go have a little fun." He didn't want to go, so he didn't go, and that's too bad. A couple of days later, he was gone, and he was a great guy. Fran was a really great guy. My stepdad. Too bad. I miss him. I think about him from time to time. He was a lifelong Yankees fan, so I think about. I've got some of his memorabilia here, and every time I hear baseball or somebody mentions the Yankees, I think about him because he went down and saw some of their games, and He had all kinds of like hats and shirts, and he was a big fan his whole life of the Yankees. And he was the salt of the earth. That guy, great guy. Anyway, see, Angelina, you start talking about this. Oh man. Don't get me on. Don't get me talking about my mother. No, don't do that. Uh, someday I'll talk about my mother. So that's it. Okay, now I'm really leaving. Okay, guys, sorry to ramble on like that. Maybe some of you, I'm sure you all have your own stories about people that have passed and people you miss and the things they did. That's why I thought about starting this site to kind of keep an archive of that stuff. But anyway, I guess every family keeps their own archive, pictures, videos, whatever, memories. Talk about it at holiday time or whatever when everybody gets together. What good would it do to keep a one for that anybody could go look at? I don't know. I think for me personally, it would help me to understand what's really important to people, to them. Because me looking from the outside in might see it one way, and them experience it themselves looking out may have a totally different view. Actually, it is a totally different view. So, why does that make any difference? Well, for those of you curious, it makes some difference. For those that don't really think about stuff like that, then it doesn't make much difference, I guess. All right, guys. Now we're really leaving. Honest to goodness, I'm leaving. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you being here. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I think I said all that already. We'll see you in the next video. Angelina, thank you so much for the song. The beautiful lyrics, the heartfelt delivery. And this was your 9th out of 19 songs in the first concert. And you had a second concert of equal length, so 38 songs altogether, and a couple of meet and greets in there just for the heck of it, okay? You're a busy person. Thank you for all your hard work, all your energy, and all your I don't know what you want to call it. Just being yourself, Angelina. We all love you. Bye-bye.